Today we'll discuss prepositions and prepositional phrases. A preposition is a word that shows how a noun or a pronoun is connected to some other words in the sentence. Here are some common examples. I encourage you to pause the video and take a look. A preposition is a word that shows direction, location, or a relationship between things. Let's see some examples. He looked on the shelf. In this sentence, on is a preposition and on the shelf is a prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase is a group of words that begins with a preposition and end with its object. On is a preposition, shelf is the object of a preposition. Meaning of this sentence is, he looked on the surface of the shelf. Next example, he looked above the shelf. The sentence above is a preposition and above the shelf is a prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase begins with a preposition and ends with its object. So it begins with above and ends with its object shelf. Shelf is an object of a preposition. This sentence means he looked to a higher position of the shelf or over the position of the shelf. He looked by the shelf. By is a preposition and by the shelf is a prepositional phrase. And the meaning of this sentence is, he looked near or at the side of the shelf. He looked under the shelf. Under is a preposition and under the shelf is a prepositional phrase. This sentence has completely different meaning. Preposition under means below the surface of something. So this sentence means he looked below the surface of the shelf. Have you noticed how the meaning of the sentence changes with different prepositions? A preposition is always part of a prepositional phrase. A group of words that begins with a preposition and end with object of the preposition. The object of the preposition is the noun or a pronoun that follows the preposition. A prepositional phrase will function as an adjective or an adverb phrase. As an adjective phrase, prepositional phrase will answer which one or what kind. As an adverb, prepositional phrase will answer questions such as how, when, where, to what extent, as an adverb does. Let's see some examples. They sat under the tree. Now in this sentence, under is a preposition and under the tree is a prepositional phrase. All the words begin with preposition and end with its object is a prepositional phrase. Under the tree is a prepositional phrase and tree is the object of a preposition under. Remember, prepositional phrase may come at the beginning, in the middle or at the end of a sentence. In this sentence, sat is a verb. Sat is a past simple and past participle of sit. So in this sentence, prepositional phrase functions as an adverb phrase and modifying a verb sat. Next example, on Saturday, we attended a poetry reading. In this sentence, on is a preposition. On Saturday is a prepositional phrase. When prepositional phrase begins a sentence, use comma to separate it from rest of the sentence. In this sentence, we have prepositional phrase at the beginning. Many people in our community write poems. Let's find prepositional phrase in this sentence. Let's find first preposition. So, in this sentence, in is a preposition. In our community is a prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase starts with a preposition and ends with its object. Community is an object of a preposition. In our community is a prepositional phrase. Have you noticed? In this sentence, prepositional phrase is in the middle. In this sentence, prepositional phrase functions as an adjective phrase and modifying people. People is a noun. You can find poems in books and magazines. In this sentence, in is a preposition. And in books and magazine is a prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase may have a compound object. In this sentence, we have a compound object, books and magazines, two objects. Have you noticed in this sentence, prepositional phrase is at the end. Next example, the suitcase in the hall belongs to Amal. In this sentence, in is a preposition and in the hall is a prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase can function as either adjective phrase or an adverb phrase to modify other words in a sentence. So in this sentence, suitcase is a noun. Therefore, in this sentence, prepositional phrase is functioning as adjective phrase and modifying noun suitcase. When prepositional phrase functions as an adjective phrase, it modifies noun or a pronoun by telling which one, what kind, as an adjective does. Last example, he traveled mostly by plane. In this sentence, by plane, by is a preposition and by plane is a prepositional phrase. And traveled is an action verb. Therefore, prepositional phrase functions as an adverb phrase, modifying travel. An adverb phrase can modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It tells how, when, where, to what extent, as an adverb does.